Yo, 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 everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Madness State. I'm going to open this episode with the following question. Do you ever get a modded class that no matter how many times you read, you just can't get a fucking handle on it without just taking it out and playing it yourself and running it through a couple dungeons? That's how one of these mods is like for me. And let's get right to it. I've been wanting to show this little goober for a bit, but here he is. We do a little trolling. The Veteran Instigator. This class, he's a quirky little dude with some very interesting mechanics behind his toolkit. And I forgot how to play him since I last streamed a few months back. Now I'm in this weird sort of, I need to figure out how to play him again. But anyways, we have Please Listen to Me, a target for all, hold the execution, and don't be upset, with a custom move skill called Sound of Discord. We're running Ancestor's Portrait and Things Phase Shifting Hide. Now, since he is such a weird little dude, I'm going to go over his skills real quick that we're going to be using. So Please Listen to Me can be usable in 1, 2, and 3, and it can be used against enemies 1, 2, and 3. Accuracy of 100, 7 crit, has 20% armor piercing. If he is not in position 1, this is also a daze with 50% damage increase, and, 50% damage and 10% crit if he's in position 1. Okay, so it has 50% more damage if he's in position 1, but if he's not in position 1, it becomes a daze. Plus, it shuffles himself. Okay, got it. Now we have a target for all. Now this is a friendly targeting skill that hits one of your allies, or you use it on one of your allies. They get 24% healing received, 90% damage reflection, exclamation point on that one, with 33% damage received. Now, the damage received is a bit of a downside, but it kind of helps that 90% damage reflection, I'll tell you what. Plus, target forward 1 and mark the target. Now, marking the target ain't ideal, but it can be handy in certain situations. But moving the target forward 1 is going to play a key role in my team strategy here, and I'll show you in a minute. We have Hold the Execution, which is a free action knockback 3 on a target. And it stealths them for 2 rounds. Buff the target, also 30% healing received and 30% stress relief received. But it debuffs them 33% damage received. Now, I am not sure if these are battle long or if these are cleansable by herbs or any of that. But I'll definitely make a note of that in some of the feedback I'm going to give to this mod. And then finally, we have Don't Be Upset. Deal practically max damage to... This is a friendly targeting skill, by the way. You touch one of your allies, you do max damage, essentially. But you heal them 50% of their health, you give them a block, you stun them, and you mark them. You also debuff them -4 speed and -10 dodge. What's the catch? Plus, they're taking 25% more damage for the entire fucking quest. However, for the entire party, except for the target, -14 stress and restoration, 5 for 3. That is a very hefty area of effect regeneration. I'm going to see how this plays in combat, but for his other skills, we have on your side, it's a forward 1 usable in the midline. It buffs the target 30% max HP, 26% healing received, 40% damage reflection. All monsters on the entire side of the field get 4 speed and 33% damage. And on himself, he gets a 50% crit multiplier. He's a very... See what I mean about him being a very quirky dude. And then we have Say No to Violence. Forward 1, heal 15% max HP. I assume this is healing an ally. I think it's healing an ally. Plus the restoration, 3 for 2. 5 flat healing done and 100% restoration amount versus marked. Consume, said Mark. You know what? I might run that alongside a target for all. Actually, I don't want to run Don't Be Upset. I'm going to run Say No to Violence. That's actually going to be useful. And then finally, we have Enemy at the Wine Bowl. Usable in 3 and 4, hits enemies 2 through 4. 110 accuracy, minus 80% damage. Minus 5 crit. Bypass and break guard, pull 3, minus 20 dodge debuff. Plus 25% damage received, mark target and self forward 3. Nice little skill, pretty good pull, this, that, and the other. So, parsing together his skills, it's a bit of a mental gymnastics in a way. Mostly because I'm not sure if it's the tooltips or if there's a lot going on with this kit. And he's a strange little dude. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but he is definitely a strange little dude. I've forgotten completely how to play him. His camp skills, real quick, since they're going to come up. Don't give up. Entire party suffer 100% damage, but heal 100% damage. Or 100% HP. Cure, bleed, and blight, 60% chance, 3 times the minus 10 stress. 6 time cost. Leave me be. Self only, produce 1 uncommon or better trinket. Produce 1 Instigator trinket. 30% chance to induce 10 stress. Then we have Drink to Your Heart's Content. 1 companion, minus 50 stress, minus 4 speed for 4 battles, and 10% chance to just afflict a virtue, essentially. 100 stress, just afflict a virtue. Then we have You Idiot. He's free action, minus 5 stress, and 1 companion, minus 20 speed for 4 battles. Usable twice. Very quirky dude. Anyways, we have him. We're going to give everyone a training ribbon real quick. Let's go over the rest of the team. So, like I said, we have this. He's our primary healer, believe it or not. We have Ilya the Bogatyr. We have Sunder, Winter Breath, Cold Snap, and Samobranka, or Pierogi. We have Emerald Acorn and Red Dancing Shoes. Friendly skill, Shuffle Single. On attack, Shuffle Single. So, this is going to be fun. I really want to use Sunder, but I feel like I should take Sunder off and run Besiege instead, but I really want the big guy to swing his sword once in a while. So we're going to try to get some stuns off on the enemy. So, Izu, the base skin, is running Decapitate, Cat Scratch, Kunai Throw, and Split Kick. We have Hirogen and Thought Fish for 20% prot in position 1 and 4, with 100% healing received from food. I'm already seeing some synergy or dis-synergy between the team, or with the team. I can't talk. But Izu is primarily here to just help dance around, do some stuns if she's in position 1, just kill stuff. We have Ghost the Vessel, Nail Strike, Lacerating Cyclone, Vengeful Spirit, and Dream Nail. We're running Shaman Stone for extra damage on the, Vengeful Spirit, and Boulder Shell for his block generation with his friendly skill. If you don't know what his friendly skill is, or his move skill, it turns its focus, self, heal 20% max HP, cure, bleed, and blight, and buff 10 accuracy, usable 3 times a battle. That's the team. Quirky as it is, let's see how well it does with an even more quirky dude. But his custom move skill, Sound of Discord, back to cooldown of 3 rounds, activate Riposte, on Riposte hit, clear Riposte, self, refresh limited use skills, all other heroes, plus 1 stress for 4 rounds, or horror. Let's get right to it, yeah? I think we're good. So far, so good. I forgot his name. He is from the gacha game Omyoji. I'm trying to remember his freaking name off the top of my head. For now, we're just going to we do a little trolling. We do a little trolling around these pots. Okay, maybe I should have gone down over there. let's go ahead and clear this room just in case that's a room battle down there. If so, I would like to do that. Come on, lads. Nope. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and loot these lost cargo boxes here. A locked crate contains exclusive items. I am running Summer Dolls refreshed, by the way. So, just a little heads up. At some point down the line, I've accidentally disabled Summer Dolls refreshed. I was wondering why some of the Summer Doll trinkets were a little bit different. Unremembered scriptures. Do I want to use Laudanum on these, or just read them straight up? Read them straight up. Hey, got rid of Skittish. Good. Something about the Beastkin. She gets 2 copper and a turtle. God damn it. Okay, we got shuffled too. Let's go ahead and increase the torch by 1. What's worse than 1 copper? 2 copper. And a gong turtle. Sorry, Ilya, you're not going to be swinging your sword anytime soon. So, let's go ahead and lacerate. There we go. Okay, not the worst in the world. Ha 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 ha. Malevolent blood. Thank you, Ilya. Let's go ahead and do that. Shuffle you to position 3, that's fine. Cat scratch. Ooh, that's a nice animation. That's the first time I've seen that. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright there, buddy. Let's go ahead and... Damn, that's pretty good damage.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
He just screamed at them to death. Or screamed them. He shouted them to death. That's exactly what just happened. He just went... and died of a heart attack. That's my headcanon. He managed to give that motherfucker a heart attack and killed it. That's great. Okay, the stupid gong turtle. See ya.
Them no quarter.
Too slow, chicken Marengo. Alrighty, let's go do a little nail strike here. Perfect. I would have you know, I have had many lovers in many different lands. Be quiet, braggart. Let's see, let's go ahead and hold the execution on Izu. Back to the back. There we go. Let's go ahead and... I really wish this was a stun with a cooldown, but we're gonna do this. That works. Yeah, you're stealth, you stupid umbrella. Uh-huh. Yep, okay. Cold snap. Get stunned, idiot. Perfect. And decapitate. Ooh, missed. God damn it. Come on. Go ahead and heal old Ilya here. Alright, big guy. Looks like you're gonna swing your sword after all. There you go. This is gonna be a weird fucking team.
Seize this momentum.
Tell you what, right now.
Push on to the task's end.
Okay, Yanagi Baba. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Go ahead and switch off target for all or hold the execution. Not sure, to be honest. He needs something that he can use from position 4. Well, say no to violence works well for that. Honestly, I'm going to do enemy at the wine bowl. I'm going to do that. Good old Summer Dolls. Good running it again. It's been a minute since I've been here. Alright, since I leveled the region so much, no veteran quests were generating. And then there was an update recently that kind of changed that a bit. Changed that around. I can't talk today. I do not have an omamori. I keep forgetting about this. Ah, shark and a crab. Shark and a crab. Don't stun. Thank you. Let's go ahead and shout at the shark. Good God. Good damage. Alright. I kind of want to throw a kunai at the crab. But I want to kill the shark more than anything. Let's go ahead and cat scratch so we can hit the umbrella too. Like so. That's good, that's good. Maybe we can get a stun? Come on, stun, stun. Ah, he moved out of reach. Ah, whatever. Winter breath, breathe on him. Unoptimal play for the win. Yeah, there we go. Swing and a miss, you stupid umbrella. You're dead next turn anyway. Ah, almost dead. Alright. Let's go ahead and shoot him. Like so. A little Soma Bronca. Just for the hell of it. Split kick the crab. There we are. And what else can we do? Enemy at the wine bowl. There's 2 stunned enemies. I love it. Let's see. Hold the execution. Send you to the back. And then you also go to the back. Like so. Yeah. That's fine. You missed your tongue lick, you asshole. Maybe this team is not too bad. Cat scratch.
Decisive pummeling.
Delicious. Did split kick have a cooldown? Or was I just blind? Hey, don't matter. Breathe on him. It's fine. Stupid shark, make me look bad. Get nail struck.
Their cursed champion.
And you pop like a zip. Or not. Go ahead and say no to violence here. What a quirky dude.
The slow death.
Alrighty.
Unforeseen.
Maybe I should take these fights a little bit more serious, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle everyone back around and continue on. Use 2 torches. Alright, Shabito Gunner, Wannabe, and Hickey Crab. 2 crabs, a ghost, and an undead dude. Of course, Ilya got shoved to the back like that. Go ahead and just use the Stumblebunka. I don't see ourselves getting bursted down too bad, so go ahead and cat scratch. Hoping to hit the ghost. 80%, 8 to 17. Kill the ghost, please. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Enemy at the wine bowl. It is a nice debuff. Let's go and do that. That animation. I love it. Since he has 25% damage received, he should take more damage from the bleed. Yep, 3 damage. Yeah. Resist it. Good. Got some decent damage from them. See, nail strike. 8 to 15, and he's dead.
A faint hope blossoms.
Go. Perfect. We don't got no stuns, but we can stun them. Aw. Coupled right to 4. That's fine. Please listen to me as I shout at you to death. There we are. Clear your stun. Thank you very much. Shoot through the ranks. Swing and a miss. You had one job, Gunner. You had two jobs, Gunner. You failed them both. How does that make you feel? Hold the execution. Get to the back, Ghost. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and shout this thing to death. Beautiful. Beautiful. My blood burns so sweetly. You know what else burns so sweetly? Frying up some nice pierogi in a pan with some sauerkraut and butter. That sounds fucking lovely, right? Oh, no, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Some sauerkraut and pierogi and some kielbasa or kishka. Actually, the kishka sounds better right now. Anyways, on to killing this dude. I'm gonna move you forward. Oh, the shuffle, ain't it? Hold up. What's that skill? Self-forward one. It's target for all that moves that target forward. I gotta remember that. Blah, blah. That's fine. We can kill this stupid gunner. We have lack of position 1 targeting. That we need to finish this fight quickly. You don't say. You don't say, big guy. I know. I'm trying to. But the game ain't letting me. The game ain't letting me.
Festering fear.
Come on, Ghost.
The mind.
Thank you. Don't miss, Ghost. Thank you. Ah, that was mildly frustrating.
Success so clearly in view.
Go ahead and grab the deeds as well.
Or is it
Shuffle the
merely
party
a
around.
trick
Alright, we
of
need
the
to
night?
change up our skills real quick. Say no to violence. We're going to keep that. Hold the execution. We're going to swap this for a target for all. Yeah, target for all. Okay. Did we change anyone else's skills? Need a way to hit position 1 with you. Decapitate, we'll keep. I could probably take kunai throw off. And run maybe cat-like agility. That might be the wise play here. Yeah. Cat-like agility, run that. You. Honestly, we can take off last range cyclone and run piercing slash. Yeah, piercing slash, the 2 nail strike abilities. And vengeful spirit just for sniping the backline. And then we have a stun. Alright. We're good with this. We're good. Go ahead and play the horrid note. Get rid of another negative quirk. That's nice. Alright, let's see what we want to do with this camp. I do want to use this. That's still the best camp sound effect there is. Alright, we'll scream, use whiteout. Where I'm from, it's much colder. Do we have a prevent nighttime ambush? I don't think we do. Ugh. Okay, last time I used this, I crashed, so I'm not going to use it. One companion. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to use any of his camp skills. I don't have any reason to anyway. Deep focus, 30% prot for 4 battles. Let's see, delicate offering. I have 60% stress of HP above 90%. Nah. Let's go ahead and do stray. And this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine. And scratching post. This is mine now. Alright. Grooming or tune Goosely? Goosely? Let's go ahead and deep focus for the prot. concentrates quietly. And rest. Rations will carry us. Stonework is far older than the matter above. For what foul use were these halls laid? Alrighty. Go ahead and complete the rest of the dungeon, yeah? Okay, so far so good. This team has been performing pretty decently, actually. I do want to say. Uh-oh. Traps.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a single
trap.
purpose.
There we go. Let's continue on. Nothing there. I will go and grab this curio. Map the surrounding area. Come on. Scout. No. Everything's already been scouted. Good. So we have 2 room battles. And a couple hallway fights. Uh-oh. Torch tax. Pay the taxes. Or get thrown into the ether. You grab that, and drop all that. Hallway fight. Gong turtle and a filth worm. Okay. Let's go ahead and increase the torch. And blast this motherfucker. There we go. See what's going on. Now, please listen to me. There we are. Days did not land. Darn. Okay. I'm not even going to try to stun those 2, so I'm going to just go and breathe on them. There we go. And shuffle to 4. Is that just consistently going to throw them into 4? If so, I might just take breath off and run besiege. Go ahead, cat scratch. Nice, killed the umbrella. Jesus. I'm starting to warm up to the beastkin. Of course you do. Of course you do that nonsense. Tricks of the spirit. Bonk. There's a big old Oni. Doing bonking things. Honestly, go ahead and move you forward. I keep getting confused because I see the self forward one. You need to change that, mate. You need to change that. I just glance at the tooltip and I go, oh, I was going to move the target forward. Without fully reading it. It's totally a skill issue on my part, but to be honest, you can just have it say forward 1 and it'd be fine. But it definitely throws me off for whatever god unforsaken reason why.
As the
There we
fiend
go.
falls, a faint
Perfect.
hope blossoms.
And we can use some pierogi. There we go. Perfect. Position 2 even. Let's go ahead and decapitate.
Fresh disadvantage.
Delicious.
Give them no quarter.
Bonk. You're fine. You got plenty of protection. Alrighty. Target for all this is the one I want to use. So move you forward. Izu, please go next. Please, please, please. No. Okay. 6 to 13, or just go for a stun. Nice stun. There we go. We're just gonna shoot him. Bonk. And then cat scratch.
Their formation is broken.
Delicious.
Maintain
Sick of
their
this place.
defense.
Yeah, me too. Precious T-bowl.
Success so clearly in view.
Worn old
Or is it
T-bowl.
merely
Where it might. Okay, it's just
light?
relic stuff. Kind of like the. Alright. Go ahead and drop the deeds. Actually, drop the jade. We don't need the jade. Damn, 5,000 gold? It's not bad. Drop the rest and keep going. Okay, shuffle the party around and go into here. Leave the torch beat. Ghost, Gunner, Wisp, Crab. Alrighty then. Go ahead and... please listen to me and kill this damn thing. Thank you. Ooh, shuffle to 3. That's even better. Blood burns so sweetly? Does it now? Oh, good. Breathe on him. Perfect. Go ahead and go you. Vengeful Spirit, that is. And Cat Scratch.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice. Holy hell, that Cat Scratch is good. Moves back and it's pretty much harvest. Alright. Eat some pierogi, y'all. Go. Force of Delta Reading. Yeah. And Decap. I wish Decap could bypass stealth. Yeah. I understand why it doesn't. Let's go ahead and set up a riposte. And we can do this. Shuffle yourself. Come on. No? Big rebuttal. Swing and a miss. Or fire and miss. Hold 2 damage. Good job. You made your ancestors proud of that shot.
Destroy.
Now go join the rest of them. Alright. Go ahead and just reuse that. And let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Up. That works. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna kill you with Nail Strike anyway. So long, crab. So long indeed. Let's go and get rid of you.
A dizzying fall.
Go ahead and get rid of you. Grab that. Pop that. And drop the rest. What do we use here? Holy water. There we go. Shuffle everyone back. Let's go ahead and clear these curios over here. There we go. Very nice. Do I have a key? I don't. I do have a key. Good.
Glittering
Go ahead and grab that. Grab the Mon bundle. Backtrack and do this last fight.
Blood.
So far, so good. Let's go ahead and swap some skills around. So let's do, please listen to me. I'm on your side. Hold the execution and don't be upset. Let's cook with gasoline. Fuck gasoline. We're going to cook with napalm. Go ahead and cook with some napalm for this next fight. Do I want anything here? Do I have... Don't hold the... Say... Yeah, hold the execution. And prowl. Take cat-like agility off. Run prowl. Split kick. Nah, this is good. You're fine as is. Going to take off breath and run besiege. Let's go. Back is empty. Yeah, of course it is. Alright, what do we got? Shark, umbrella, and a filthworm. Gotcha. Well, let's go ahead. Try to kill the filthworm.
Ground quakes.
Did decent damage. Not bad at all, actually. Alright, let's just go and swing a sword. Kill that thing without doing too much crazy shit. And split kick. Only hits position 1. I will cat scratch instead. Not terrible. Go ahead and nail strike. Good fucking crit. Holy shit. Very good crit. Alright, unnumbered counterattack. You're not gonna hit the dodge tank, that is the fucking vessel. Maybe Izu, but you're not gonna hit Ghost very well. Alrighty. Alright. let's do the dumb thing. Huh. That's a very interesting move. So basically it did exactly what it said it would do. And I assume that massive debuff, can we clear it with herbs? No. Nope, we can get rid of it. Get rid of the speed and dodge debuff, but not the stress debuff. Okay, very interesting. But now he has 25% damage reflection, 30% prot, 10 dodge, and everyone has 5 for 3 restoration. And he's marked, and he has 2 block. That ain't too bad. I can see some uses for that skill, particularly with Vigilant, actually. That would be very baller with Vigilant. Because he hits Death's Door and everyone gets healed from that and all kinds of shenanigans there. Alright, go on the prowl and decapitate this fucking shark. Alright, let's do a little heal here. Aww. Wait, we can still do it. Okay. Go ahead. Try to shout at him or miss. Decapitate. So long, shark. And my game crashed again. Okay, take 2 to end this fight. For the love of God, please don't crash again.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate
I crashed 3 times using that move on that shark, and now I can't replicate it. I don't know what's going on, but I should not be crashing on a decapitate kill. What is going on? I understand the first crash with trying to produce a trinket. Maybe something bugged out there, but as far as I'm concerned, he's not doing any weird size 0 shenanigans or actor dots on my team that warrant a weird crash on a completely different character that I did not use. Don't be upset on. I used don't be upset on Ghost here. But what was happening, I was using decapitate against the shark that was bleeding, right? And when I did that, it just forked the fucking game and it just crashed. I might be getting a trinket that's fucking something up. I don't know. But it's very concerning. I don't like crashes like that I can't decipher what the fuck is going on. Because it happened 3 times. And this time it worked. The only thing I can think of is I'm getting an item that is making something fucked up, or a trinket that's making something fucked up. And even then, I'm not completely 100% sure what's going on there. I am in the dark on that one. Or maybe it's just Darkest Dungeon jank being Darkest Dungeon jank. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, this team is not doing some weird behind-the-scenes shenanigans with the code to kind of warrant that kind of crashing. I mean, Bogatyr is straightforward as he is. Ghost is straightforward as he is. This guy is quirky as hell, but I don't think he's doing anything weird. And I know Beastkin's not doing anything weird behind the scenes either. When I mean behind the scenes type of stuff, if you look at Gunwitch and try to make heads or tails of size 0 shenanigans, you'll know there's a lot of shit going in the back end there. But none of these heroes have any of that kind of stuff. Maybe Instigator's got something going on. I don't know. But holy shit, I did not like that constant crashing. I was getting an error message when I was loading back in. That's related to a completely different mod. I'm going to follow up with that person separately, but wow. Crashing 3 times consistently was... wow, okay. Let's go ahead and loot that stupid shark and get the hell out of this cursed place. we'll figure out what's going on there. Hopefully we don't crash going back into the Hamlet or something. I don't think we will, but hey, we got a quick draw charm. That's nice to have. Paid 15,000 gold, that's not too bad. Got a couple heirlooms as well. Alrighty, Izu is level 5. Level 5. Bloodsucker Slayer, the Fits. Whatever, Disturbed. It's a tough... Bad negative quirks. Very bad.
I can still see their angry faces.
Alrighty, let's see what we got in the stagecoach.
I was dead before they found
Hold
me,
on, nothing.
and the letter was on its way.
So, yeah, everything's fine. We don't have another Summered Owls fight again, or quest. I think it's time we go to the Warrens. Yeah, I think it's time. Plus Lock of Fury? Fuck yeah, that sounds great. But anyways, Instigator. Quirky little dude, he does a pretty decent damage if you let him do it. I like this dude. Healer, weird little shuffle dude. I keep saying dude. For real though, he is actually pretty interesting to play around with. He's got a lot of quirks and... I keep saying that word, quirks and quirky. That's about how I describe him, honestly. Like, Hold the Execution is amazing for setting up lunge bots. Don't Be Upset is very interesting as well. I like the whole party stress heal and the restoration. I do appreciate the fact that you can get rid of the debuff with herbs, and you can potentially resist the stun. The mark and the heal, hitting Death's Door might be a bit much, but that can help with certain classes that have Death Door effects such as Flagellant. That can be a very fun combo to set up. Now, the quest-long debuff, I'm not too much of a fan of. His camp skills, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see myself use them too much. I did crash on this when I used it the first time. I had to cut the video and edit that bit out, but I did crash when I used this. Then, like, these other crashes were completely unrelated to him, but I crashed like 3 times trying to finish that last fight. Something was going on there. I don't know what, but that's worrisome. I gotta look into that. Honestly, I don't like his camp skills. I'm just gonna be honest. This one is interesting, but this is probably the one that has the most use. Because everyone, you know, they hit Death's Door, but you heal them right back and get rid of their Bleed and Blight. This is a great little, say you get fucked up by a boss, right? And you need to refresh the entire party. This is, and you have like no rations or anything like that. This is a good run reset, basically, or dungeon reset without completely abandoning the quest. Though you might be like stressing out and stuff like that. Maybe you'll get like 30 stress cleared across the board if you're lucky. So that's pretty good. This is one of the better, even though it costs 6, it's still a pretty powerful tool to have in your belt to just kind of save a run. Most of the time I would just leave, but it's nice having that option. Leave Me Be, it's a trinket farming skill. It's not too terrible. Drink to Your Heart's Content is alright until you get that guarantee affliction, or well, not guarantee, but until you get the affliction of virtue from the Harness Stress. And it's like, worth it, especially with that big fat speed debuff. This can be useful in certain strategies where you need a character to go slower than another, but that 10% chance of getting fucked over makes me not want to press it, especially when it comes to champion runs. Then you idiot, this one's fine. It's free use, minus 20 speed. Like I said, sometimes you just want someone to go really slow for certain strategies. I would use this over this. There's a bit of overlap between these two skills. Now his combat skills, they're actually pretty interesting. I do like enemy at the wine bowl. I do. This one I used to not like. I think this one got changed to have the party-wide effect. I might be drunk. I might be stupid. This is pretty good. Say no to violence. You gotta get rid of that self-tag. Yeah, you gotta get rid of that tag, because I was getting gaslighting myself into thinking this is moving another person forward one. And it was just kind of, you know, fucking with my head. Because I glanced at the tooltips real quick, and as I'm talking, skill issue on my part, but I still feel like that tag could be removed. But this is a really good heal. Hold the execution is really good as in general, despite the debuff you get. It, like I said, it helps set up lunge bots. I'm on your side, kind of on the fence about this one. You get more max HP, more healing received, but I don't like buffing my enemy by that amount. Now I appreciate he's buffing himself 50% crit multiplier, but you take this to a boss fight or a mini boss fight, or God forbid you get ambushed by like swine scavenger, ramping the damage up on your enemy is not the smartest play to have. Now I don't mind this because of the huge ass damage reflection stacked on top of it. This is good. This is risky, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. This skill fucks. This is a great little bonk. I do like the days attached to it. I don't think I managed to proc it once, but 50% damage in crit if he's in position 1. That might need to be made a little bit more clear in the tooltip. And if he's not in position 1, it dazes them. Has a little bit armor piercing, has pretty good reach, and it shuffles them around. And enemy at the wine bowl is also similarly pretty damn good too, because, you know, 4-3, mark yourself in target, a lot of synergy. This one's a very weighted skill. There's a lot going on with it, but in a way I feel is okay. You could probably take the pull 3 and make it a pull 2. In all honesty, I think that pull 3 is a bit excessive, especially on top of the debuffs you're throwing at the enemy as well, because you're tanking the dodge and making them take 25% more damage while breaking guards and bypassing the guards, and you're pulling them 3 on top of marking. There's a lot going on with this skill. Honestly, I feel like the same thing with this one. You have to get rid of the self tag, just keep it forward 3, make it consistent with vanilla. That would feel a little bit better. Put the 4-3 at the top. But this is really good positioning, really good targeting. A lot of stuff going on with this skill though. I think it's a little bit strong for what it's doing, but I do like it. I like the idea of it. It's pretty good. It definitely needs that pull tuned back just a slight bit. The debuffs are pretty good too, like almost too good. Because you have to remember, you're targeting enemies that are in the back. They don't want to be pulled forward and don't want to be taking big massive hits in the face. But so far, I like his kit. He's got a lot of potential. He's definitely come a long way since the last time I've used him. His animations are really solid. His art is pretty good. He does look a little bit dark, or kind of pale, or not pale, but kind of like dull in comparison. Could use a bit of a touch up here and there in terms of lighting or whatever. Like you look at Bogot here, right? This is a mod class, obviously. See, there are bits of dark in his sprite, but he has bits of light on him and stuff like that to highlight and contrast different areas of the sprite. Izu, kind of harder to see it, but you can see it a little bit there on her chest, a little bit there on her right leg there, and then the left is there in the shadows. with the ghost here, you can see a little bit of it on the top of his head, and it kind of gets slowly darker toward the left side of his insect head, whatever the fuck you call it. And also, if you look at leper, same thing, you get bits of darkness, and you know, and with this side of the blade is a little bit lighter, and this side is a little bit darker, stuff like that, because I think they're using the torch up here as a like a light source, and it kind of shines down on them. But Runaway, I don't think is a good example. She's just bright overall. Let's see, let me find another example. I don't have any other examples, but just some critique on the design. But I definitely see a little bit of it, but it's kind of hard to tell where the light source is coming from in his in the shading, I guess you could say. I'm not an artist, so take what I say with a grain of salt. That's just my uneducated, unartistic ass spouting off words that I don't know the full meaning of. But that's just my general opinion of that direction. But like I said, he has definitely come a long way since I last used him, and I really enjoy using them. I really like this skill though. I love it a lot. This one, hold the execution, and strangely enough, don't be upset as well. There's some nice uses for this. Yeah, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be. I can see some fun uses for this. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for this. Unfortunate tidings for the bug, or not bugs, but for the crashes. I can't talk. Unfortunate tidings for the crashes, but that shouldn't take away from the whole video. Hopefully, future me learned to edit that crap out. Looking at you, future helmet. Anyways, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz, and I'll see you when I see ya. Take care, and bye-bye.